It's the kid. We're here. We're live. And I'm not here by myself. I've got a very special guest, a super special guest. Guys, let's get to 100 likes, guys. Let's get up to 100 likes right now. We need up to 100 likes right now. And our special guest, big man, El Nixie, man. What's up?
I'm good, man. I'm good, HA. It's good to be back. It's been a while since we've been on the stream together, let alone in the studio together.
No. It's been ages, man. It's been a while. It's been a while, man. Actually, wait. It was back in the... Actually, live was the Serie days.
Yes.
With things.
What? Oh, yeah, live.
No, because before
correct.
offline. But as in live, it was back in those UFF days.
Of course, we've done football dugout.
Football dogger. How can I forget football dogger? Football dogger. Yeah. Football dogger. So
we did one recorded one here about a year or so ago.
So how have you been, man?
I've been all right, despite the troubles of Manchester United.
And we're gonna get there, man. Wait, why people say Micah Nix Richards, man?
You said Micah Nix Richards?
Yeah, Micah Nix Richards.
Well, Micah Richards ain't got locks, so I don't know where. And he don't support Man United. Is it because I'm black? That's what it is. No, but despite the troubles of Man United, despite the troubles of West Indies, the trouble of Lewis Hamilton, I'm happy. I'm here. Chat to the people and all that. Life's good. I can't complain.
Okay. Gucci, man. Gucci. So, to tell you what's going to be in the show, guys. So, guys, we're going to talk about United. Since it's here, Nick's going to break down United and everything for United and with Sancho. We're also going to talk about Neymar and Peru and Peruvian Juju, because Peruvian Juju apparently has got into your boy Neymar. And we're also going to talk about Bellingham, the impact of Bellingham and England possibly winning the Euros. And there was another one, bro. What was the other one? So it's United. Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or. How can I forget the Ballon d'Or, man?
Your favorite Argentinian of all time?
The Messi fanboys, man. The Messi fanboys. My great friend.
It's your favorite Argentinian.
He's my favorite Argentinian.
And your favorite striker of all time.
Well, no, I told you, he's my guy. Messi is my guy. Messi and Ronaldo, they're my two goats. they're my two goats. They're my two goats, man. So. Oh no! I think that was me. So let's now get things started right now. So let me come to it. So first off, let's talk about Neymar. I think it's only right now that we talk about Nene. An absolute disaster, bro. An absolute freaking disaster. So in case you've been living under a rock, it's 9 months. It's an ACL tear, and they say like ACL meniscus. So this is like real bad right now. First off, I need two things from you. First off, do you think it's over? Because I think it's over for him. Because I believe that it's ACL plus the meniscus at his age. That's just a disaster for his age. So I think it's over for him. Because even if he comes back, people who have had that injury, so when you come back, you don't come back the same. Second thing, should the country of Peru be prosecuted for crimes using juju, man?
Listen, I'll answer the second question first.
Oh, okay.
All's fair in love and war, innit?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'd do the same thing.
All's fair in love and war. And if you can find a way of getting an advantage over your opponents, take it.
Bro, I told you. Nobody has ruled juju illegal.
Exactly.
Now, gambling is illegal. Shout out to your boy Tonali. That's illegal. There's nothing in the rule book that says that juju is illegal. Nothing says that it's illegal.
So you got to do what you got to do, innit?
Yeah.
More fool the Brazilians for not doing their own reverse juju to make sure that no one can hurt Neymar. They're more fool them, innit? But no, in all seriousness, it's sad. I do think it's over. He'll play again, yeah, but the Neymar that we want to see at this stage was kind of a bit of a hope more than an expectation because of everything that's happened since he's been at PSG. And you're thinking, with Brazil, the national team is like, is just a level below in terms of maybe winning the trophies or the performances at the big, at the final stage. Now to come back from this, and what are we going to expect from him? Is he going to lead his team to the Saudi Pro League? Is he going to lead Brazil to a World Cup?
Talk. Think of it like First Take. So even if I'm here, talk straight to the camera.
So I think I'm just like, for me, it's sad because everyone knows I'm a Brazil fan, and we
need to talk about Brazil as well. We need to talk about Brazil as well.
We do actually. Yeah. But you're thinking next Copa America. Neymar hasn't even won a Copa America of Brazil. He's won the Olympics, which
no. And what makes was not only has he won it, does he not won a Copa America? They won the Copa America without him.
And then he got back, got to the final, and allowed Messi to win his first major international trophy
on home soil.
So for me, it's a big disappointment and a sad end to his career, because for me, I think it is the end. He's in Saudi Arabia now. He's not going to win anything with Brazil. So like, you just write it off now. It's like it's done. The story, the fantasy, the career as we know it, it's over. So and I don't know where the next joke needs to come from, to be honest.
Okay, so we see if it's over, because I've seen this question pretty much float around. If it is over, is he a top 10 Brazilian of all time? If it's over.
Well, I'm going to say no, actually. It's funny because I don't know if we're going to speak about it, but we had my podcast yesterday and we were talking about Hazard. And the question was, is he like top 10 Premier League all time?
Yes, he is.
Well, I know you would say that, but...
No, come on. He is.
No, but
that's why he's up the rafters. Even the streets agree. Eden Hazard is a top 10 player of all time, based on technique.
No, but that's the thing. It depends how you want to judge it, because is Neymar top 10 Brazilian forward of all time? Potentially. And even then, it's hard. Potentially. But if we're saying top 10 Brazilian players of all time, then no way.
No.
Because you have to start from the back. You're talking Cafu, Roberto Carlos.
Carlos Alberto, Carlos, all these guys.
And then you haven't got to the midfield and the forwards yet.
No.
So, Zico, etc. So, no, he ain't top 10 Brazilians of all time without a shadow of a doubt. Is he top 10 forwards? Potentially. He might, you have to give him respect because he's the highest goal scorer of all time in Brazil.
But
he ain't won anything.
I hate that stat. That stat is irrelevant. Bro, do you know what I say? Remember, back when Ali Dai was the top international goal scorer of all time?
Yeah.
No one gave a damn. do you know the only person who cared? The Guinness Book of Records.
Okay,
that was it. But so, this whole thing of like, you broke a player's record. Who cares? Is Pele great because of how many goals he scored for Brazil? No, he's great because as a 17-year-old, he said, what's up? Yeah. Then as a 29-year-old, he said, what's up again? Yeah. That's why he's great. It's not because of all those goals that he scored. So it's crazy to think, if this is the end, Neymar ain't top 10 Brazilian of all time. No, it's crazy.
He's definitely not top 10.
Which is crazy. It's crazy thinking about how good he was coming to 2014 and how talented he was.
Well, and this is the tough part for me, that 2014, he was robbed. He was robbed by the Colombians and their martial arts in that.
But let's keep it a stack. And so let's keep it a stack. Let's say he's fit. Do they beat Germany?
No, but they don't lose 7-1.
True. And they lose like 3-1.
Yeah, and obviously Thiago Silva was out as well.
They still lose. Basically, my thing is that we were robbed off of. Man, that's one of the best performances at a World Cup by an individual.
Yeah.
They still lose to Germany, but I think Neymar would have gone down, hands down, best player at that World Cup, hands down.
And then the last World Cup, it was sad how they went out, because when you actually deep it, the goal that he scored to take the lead against Croatia was an all-timer. It was brilliant.
But you have to do it next week.
No, but the problem is...
Do it in 90.
Okay, but you say that, cool, he could have done it in 90. But who's to say that if he did it in 90, Fred still don't come on and is out of position, and they go... So it's like, he did all he could in that moment, and Brazil still conspired to find a way to get knocked out. So it's like, how much do I put Brazil's failure down to him? Also, of course, a team thing. But when we talk about the greats, we talk about those individual moments where they have won their team the trophy or a big, through to a final, whatever it might be. Ronaldinho was out in the 2002 semi-final. Yeah, because he got set up against England in the quarterfinals. Ronaldo didn't moan and say, well, I ain't got Ronaldinho, so I can't do anything. No, Ronaldo stepped up and scored against Turkey in the semi-finals. And of course, we know what he did in the final. So Yeah, it's a sad end. Listen, when he broke onto the scene and talk about Santos times, everyone knew it was like they were just waiting for him to kind of take the throne. And
and also again, maybe you can clear this up. Again, we'll get to the Messi fanboys who I think are deluded. Isn't it agreed that Neymar is as talented as Messi on pure talent?
On pure talent, I think you can say that.
100%.
On pure talent.
No, none of that talent. No,
because I'll say,
see, talent is one thing. What you do with it is a different. Based on pure talent, bro, we all saw what that did from Santos. Of course he is. Like Neymar coming through, guys were saying, "Oh, this is the guy."
Yeah,
like
he's
Pele, this is Pele 2.0. This is the next. This is the R9 2.0. But again, injuries, sister tax, all that kind of stuff robbed us off of, this was the guy that was really going to say what's up, Because PSG only win that UCL through Neymar, and we all know this. So
in
2020,
yeah.
I mean, bro, Neuer, because I was watching clips, Neuer said what's up, man. Neuer said what's up. So, okay, so last thing on Neymar, then, like, what happens now?
He prolongs his international career to try and win an elusive major trophy. He continues to fail to do it because they got Edison in goal.
Oh, wow.
And he, in the end, his career peters out in Saudi Arabia, and he's probably a FIFA icon more than a Brazilian icon, and that's the truth. Like, if Brazil, if he goes down in Brazil history as like a top 10 player, then that means there's going to be a complete, 2 generations where Brazil are just duds. Because who's going to be rating him as a top 10 player? It can only be the younger generation who haven't seen the success from previously.
No, because my thing, last thing I want to take into was the next topic. Like, 15 years from now, how do people look back at Neymar? Like, will his YouTube comps or XG, whatever will be called in 10 years' time, will that...
What the problem is, if you still bring people through like Richarlison, then Neymar's name is...
Rich?
I'm saying the Neymar's name is going to remain high because they're down bad. They're down horrendous. But the next Brazil crop needs to actually win something, and then you can just put to bed that Neymar. So you said, you individually, you had the talent, you came close, but you didn't do enough ultimately. Because when it comes to Brazil, the only thing that matters is winning. The only thing that matters. No, I wouldn't say the only thing, to be fair, because they like to win with style. But the most important thing
is that Copa America now World Cup.
Has to.
All right, so let me take some Dubinsky. So shout out to your boy Betsy. Welcome back, HH. Hope you're not too high. Look, I didn't try any of those, things, but I said it was a very short stay. But trust me, Amsterdam, it was too short. I'll be back,
guys. HH is wearing the glasses because his eyes are still red.
No.
He's still high. He's still high. And the red light district. Say nothing in it.
Shout out to your boy Miguel Rabines, man. Sorry, but this was why I didn't want Neymar at Chelsea. I want players who are here long-term, are focused, and isn't as injury-prone as Nene. Look, man, I wanted Neymar at Chelsea just for the vibes. But I realized that would be a very irresponsible thing to do. But just for the pure vibes, I don't want him. But again, you now have him, and he's out for 9 months, and it's like,
It's crazy because I think we were linked to him in the summer as well. And it's like, you sound so foolish to say, no, I don't want Neymar. Who in their right mind says, I don't want Neymar? You're an idiot. But in reality, you kind of don't want Neymar.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
The idea of it is greater than the reality of it.
Shout out to Mike Soul Football. Thank you for the prop. Even Darwizi dunks in Brazil. Did you see the Brazil Uruguay game?
Yeah, well, I saw the highlights of it.
Bro, did you see what Darwizi was doing?
Listen,
bro,
Brazil.
This guy was supposed to be trashed. Nunes was literally more Brazilian than any Brazilian on that pitch. I was like, wait, hang on. How is Darwizi, aka a guy who's supposed to be a semi-tree trunk, out Brazilian Brazil?
Listen.
It's sick,
I don't like to do the whole "I told you so" in it. But last season, I made some bold claims about Darwin Nunes, which I won't dare repeat again for sake of being clipped up. But you can see what I'm saying, innit? You can see what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing more.
All right, man. So let's now turn our attentions now to United, man. Let's do the short thing with United.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do. So, Man United, man. So let me just set the stage. Let me just set the table right now. I think almost in every hangout I had I don't know what the national dress. So, Streets, what's the national dress in Qatar called? I had people coming in the Avia was in the national Qatari dress. According to United fans who I was speaking with, this was a done deal. It was already a done deal. Then somehow it didn't happen because the Glazers decided to now say what's up. And you now have the Sancho issue as well. So let me ask you, how bad was this L in terms of Qatar pulling out? And now your boy Jimmy C has to now come and take the reins.
We're down horrendous, man. We are down horrendous.
Welcome to my world, man.
Listen, you know the worst part about all of this? Obviously, they say it's the hope that kills you. It really is the hope that kills you. The fact that it's like it was dangling. The option of Qatar bid being accepted, taking over Man United, pumping the money. I'm not even really interested in pumping the money necessarily into buying all these superstar players. That's not even. But new stadium, new training ground, just trying to make Man United just worth looking at. We're so downtrodden and beaten up that just to go to the ground, you're looking around like, this is a piece of beep. And it's like, this is not supposed to be the case for the biggest club in England, one of the biggest clubs in world football. And that being ripped away from us. I know, you know what it is? Obviously, there's a lot of, I think as Gary Neville puts it, there's more questions than answers after this news. Nothing's been official, but we take the news.
But your boy Jimmy C wants to say what's up.
Yeah, we know
Jimmy C wants to say what's up.
And we take the news as it's pretty concrete, but it's not official. So I guess until it's not official, you're still going to see the hope that the Qatar can come in. As far as I'm concerned, that's not happening. I believe that it's a done deal in terms of them pulling out, and therefore the only one in the race is Mr. James Ratcliffe.
Jimmy C. Jimmy C is this because also I'm not calling a grown man sir. I'm sorry.
That's why I said James Ratcliffe. I didn't say sir.
Wait. What's wrong with Jimmy C?
What's the C?
Oh, Jimmy R. Oh no, sorry, Cliff, because they call him the Cliff.
Oh, okay.
So Jimmy C, Jimmy Cliff. Call him the Cliff. No,
great artist. But also, what I was going to say is that I think, so for me, it was the hope that kind of killed. And the belief now is that he's going to come in. Now, it's not to say that if at some point he becomes the 100%, sole owner, that things can't change. But with the Qataris in, Sheikh Jassim, that change, you hope, in the words of Sam Cooke, is going to come much, much quicker than it would with Jim Ratcliffe because his money ain't as liquid. He's probably going to do a slower rebuild of Man United in terms of the stadium, maybe take out a few loans, etc., etc. Where Qataris ain't business with that. They just put in the money, bam, 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 get things sorted. If it ain't working, fix it, basically. Now, the problem with how Jim Ratcliffe has come in, and I don't blame him, he's a businessman, first and foremost. He's here to make money. That don't suit us. We're here to win football games, but he's here to make money. So I don't blame him, per se. But his first bid, if you remember, was for 69%. It was never for the whole of Manchester United, but it was to take the majority ownership of Manchester United, which meant that the Glazers will still have a portion in terms of they'll get their financial benefit, but he would have control over the operation. So you say, well, it could have been the Qataris, but at least the Glazers aren't in control anymore. Now, the issue is, he's just another person taking money out of Man United on the surface, because he's going to have 25%, and the Glazers are still going to have control. So you're just an investor. You're just feeding the beast ultimately at this point.
So what's the point now then? If now gets 25%.
Well, his hope, I guess, is like, Stan Kroenke, where you come in at a smaller percentage and little by little as the time goes on. Exactly. And then it becomes, so then it's like, maybe in 5 years, he's going to be the sole owner. So I'm going to have 5 years of this? Well, maybe in 10 years he becomes the owner. So I'm going to have 10 years of this. There's just so much uncertainty with him only coming in at 25%.
Even if he becomes the owner, what kind of owner is he going to be?
Well,
is he going to be like the Qataris where, I love this club and I'm going to really just spend? Because again, Nice, what has he done at Nice?
No, he ain't done anything. He's a Man United fan, apparently, by all intents and purposes.
Apparently.
So you would hope that potentially the love...
And he's a star as well, which whatever that means.
Whatever that means. You'd hope that the love for the club means that he's going to be at least more intentional with getting Man United back to the best on the field than the Glazers were. The Glazers were purely about business, didn't care about anything else. Whereas you'd hope that, yes, I accept that he's a businessman, but you'd hope that his fandom of Manchester United and his understanding of what the fans want means that he's still going to have that, if not at the forefront, then at least somewhere close to the forefront.
No, but here's my thing though. I mean, why would the Glazers want to sell?
See, this is it.
Because United, whatever you say maybe, is one of the best brands out there. It's a global brand and it is extremely profitable. So what I can't wrap my head around is that these are businessmen. Why would you want to sell such a valuable asset like Man United? The math doesn't add up.
They duped the world into believing they wanted to sell. I clocked on it, I say earlier than most. I realised probably around April, May, I said, these guys don't want to sell Man United. They don't. Behind you, you've got a shirt of the greatest English midfielder the world has ever seen, Paul Scholes. If you said, I'm willing to sell this to you for £1 million, is it ready for sale? Is it really for sale? It's on the market for £1 million, but you kind of know no one's going to pay $1 million for it. You know that it's probably not worth $1 million, but if I put it on the market, people can believe that I'm willing to sell it, and you're going to welcome some offers. And you hope, and in your mind, you're thinking, well, if some idiot is willing to pay $1 million, I'll take it. But realistically, I know it's not. It's not really for sale. I don't really want to sell it, and that's what they've done with Man United. Man United's market capitalization, so the value of the shares, is about £3 million. They're on the market for £7 billion, double the market capitalization. The value, when they include all the other aspects, which I won't go into, is over £4 million. But again, they're put on the market for £4 billion. They're put on the market for £7 billion. It's no surprise that Sheikh Jassim's bids come in just above £5 billion, and Jim Ratcliffe's bid for 25%, which is at 1.3 billion, values the club at about 5.5 billion. So none of the bids actually meet the 7 billion value, because everyone knows that Man United ain't worth buying for 7 billion pounds. It's just not. But the Glazers know that, so they duped us into believing that they were for sale because we were on the market. It's like when Barcelona put a 200 million pound release clause in Neymar's contract, because they didn't expect anyone to release it. But some idiot was willing to go and do it, and he was gone. Yeah. So if an idiot was willing to say 7 billion for Man United, they would have been sold. But they knew they wasn't. So they did that to attract offers, to attract interest, ultimately to attract the investment, which they now have from Jim Ratcliffe. But they still have control. So now they just got, extra money to do, the little maintenance that they need to do, continue to take money out of the club, but ultimately they're still going to be in control of the finances of Manchester United, and therefore ultimately the footballing decisions, because there's only so much you can do without the access to the capital, the cash to do it. And from what I was reading actually today, because in Jim Ratcliffe's bid apparently is going to be to say that he wants to have control over the football operations. Mm-hmm. But what we're hearing today is that Joe Glazer will be on the board for the sporting direction of the club. So in the end, a lot of things have changed, but nothing's changed. The Glazers are still in charge of Man United. So what does that mean for me? Nothing. It means that Sir Jim Ratcliffe's got some money coming into his pocket. That's all it is.
No, now, how sad were you, or where were you sitting when you heard the news that your boy Sheikh J, wanted to get Mbappe at United? Because I'm not just saying right now, if United got Mbappe at Man United, I think that's when I just quit this channel, bro. That would literally be one of the worst days in football.
Or you can just go back to supporting Man United, like everyone did when they were a kid.
I never did, bro. Relax, I never did. No, but Rishi, what would you have? I mean, do you really believe that he would have gotten Mbappe? Because, see, my thing is that on one hand, I'm like, no, Mbappe is going to Real Madrid. That's what's going to happen. But then we've now seen that he's still at PSG. Mm-hmm. So in a crazy warped world where we can't predict anything, there is a crazy scenario or a crazy, at least possibility, that Mbappe does end up at Man United. So
All right, look at
Was that? Do you think it's realistic that to go to Mbappe
right.
pulls up at Old Trafford?
Look at Mbappe. Does he look like a Man United player?
Wait, hold on. What does a United player look
Well,
like?
that's the question, isn't it? What's a Beckham documentary? Something like that. Something like no. What in really like Man United don't. I don't think we get them. We don't buy those kind of players. No, we have, but in our
There's a first for everything.
in our history of like success, which is obviously not the last 10 years, those players ain't work for us. The buying the players as superstars, it's never worked. So we're gonna buy Mbappe and what? Turn him into Pogba, into Di Maria, like
No, but remember, every ownership wants that statement signing of like, okay, this is why I'm here, and this is the reason why we're not going to say what's up. Because I'm sure Newcastle, they're building up to that massive, huge. Well, you could say maybe it was Isaac, sort of, but they're building up to that's a big statement signing. Trust me, whether he's a United player or not, I really believe that he would have at least attempted to get Mbappe.
him.
Whether we get Mbappe, I have no idea.
I think we would have attempted to get him, and I guess obviously we know Qatar own PSG, and one way or another, no matter how they spin it legally, Qatar would have owned Man United one way or another. They might split it so it's just under Jassim or whatever. But if the option for Qatar was to lose Mbappe to Real Madrid or Man United under a Qatari ownership, they're probably willing to go to Man United because at least he stays within the Qatar ownership, therefore the branding, etc., etc. But that's dead in the water. Realistically, I think if Real Madrid came in for him, no one else can get him, regardless of who owns Manchester United. And just realistically, it's like, listen, I would have taken Mbappe, don't get it twisted, 100% without a shadow of a doubt.
Wait. What? No, you definitely are taking Mbappe. This is go to Mbappe. A guy who's dunked on Messi twice. So,
100%.
no. I want you to be like, well, heck no. Hell yes, you take Mbappe. Hell yes.
But I also have that fear that we will get Mbappe and we ruin him. We will never see another World Cup final. He'll never see a Champions League final again in his life. And we were talking about, I mean, how good is he really?
So it's basically similar to how PSG are now.
Well, probably more. Listen, he needs to get out of PSG soon. He's probably, I think, if he stays a bit, he's what, 24 now?
Yeah, I think it's 24. No. If like,
but going to Man United wouldn't be right for him. I don't even under whatever ownership. It would not. I think that would have been a wrong move for him. Not for us. Take him, of course. But for him, it would have just... And I would have just got upset. Because one of my favourite up-and-coming players, or not even up-and-coming, he's arrived. And at my favourite club, and we're just both failing together. No. I need to have some happiness somewhere.
So last few things here. Quick word on Sancho. Worry what's with Sancho. Sell. Get rid.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Sancho has to go.
I mean, what a fool, man. The guy, like, for me, like, talk about playing your cards completely wrong. You just have to just keep quiet for 24 hours and you have got it in. But you know what the weird thing is? You have people still putting forth these like Sancho Dortmund shows like, man, we just like he just needs to be unlocked. Unlocked for what, bro? He's been here for 3 years. What kind of unlocking is there? I mean, come on, man.
HH, you put it so brilliantly a few weeks ago. I'm gonna try and find the clip, the tweet that because you were comparing Sancho FC. You're like, Sancho FC, ain't Ronaldo FC. There's about 10 guys who are barely keeping the lights on. Like, no, let's be honest.
But it's true.
Who does Sancho think he is?
Say what you want. Ronaldo FC, bro, that thing is a mansion. It's open 24/7, lights, camera. Sancho FC,
barely keeping
it's rants plus a few dudes, and they use it like, you know, they use it like that hanger. You know that hanger, like twist the lights on and everything, and the lights just keeps on flickering and everything. They haven't paid the bills. They haven't paid the lease.
I'm like, what? Like, who does he think he is? Really? Someone's obviously got in his ear and said, "Yeah, you're bigger than man. You're bigger. You're the guy. You're the guy. Listen. You're gonna outlast Ten Hag." Listen. I so hope he goes in January. I don't. At this point, whatever happens with Ten Hag happens with Ten Hag.
Yeah.
But whether or not Ten Hag leaves, or gets sacked from Man United this season before January. Let's say we lose our next 4 games. He gets sacked at the end of November. Sancho has to go in January, regardless, because if Sancho is another player who has down tools and outlasted another manager, Man United were cooked. We're absolutely cooked because it is not just he's the latest in a long line of players who have outlasted managers wrongly for my take. Anthony Martial should never have outlasted Jose Mourinho.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jose Mourinho wanted to get rid of him. The manager wanted to get rid of the player. You have to back the manager. You wait 6 months, get rid of Jose. Martial's still here, playing 4 games a season, scoring 1 goal. Jose wanted to get rid of Pogba. I love Pogba. Wanted to get rid of Pogba. Pogba outlasted Jose Mourinho, does nothing in the time that he outlasted him for, leaves Man United on a free, and you didn't back a manager who had proven that he can win, who has gone to Roma and won, and we're in the same position we were when we got rid of him and backed Pogba. So, and now you got the Sancho one. For me, regardless, we did well to back the manager, back Ten Hag over Cristiano Ronaldo, and that would have been difficult because of the fan base and the status that he has at Manchester United. Regardless of what happens to Ten Hag, Sancho has to be sold in the summer because you cannot, in the winter, unless he comes groveling, apologizes, and even then, I might still get rid of him. I might still, because when you have that kind of them traits about you, they never leave you for too long. They're just going to crop up. They're going to come up at another point. So you can't do what you've done. People talking about, Ten Hag started it, all that nonsense. When Pep called Calvin Phillips fat, I ain't seen one tweet from Calvin Phillips. Man has been on the bench for a year and a half. I ain't seen one tweet from him. Ten Hag, after the Brentford game, that asked, why did you take off Casemiro at half time? He goes, I wanted to play football. People are like, you can't say that. I ain't seen Casemiro say anything. 5 times Champions League winner Casemiro. I mean, he might actually have a claim to say something. He didn't say something because the position of manager, doesn't matter who it is, the position of manager has to be respected. And I think Ten Hag didn't say anything outlandish about Sancho, and ultimately probably didn't say anything that we weren't all thinking already. Because we can see his training performances on the pitch. There's nothing to be seen.
No, bro. My thing is that when United lost to Arsenal, did anybody say, man, if only Sancho was there? No one mentioned anything about Sancho. So he was not on anyone's mind until that question was brought to Ten Hag. Yeah. So I said, last thing, and then we'll move to our last 2 topics. Where did United finish this season? One would answer. Where would United finish? Because you're not winning the UCL, so let's just stop right now.
How do you know?
I'm Nostradamus. You're not winning the UCL. Where do you finish the season?
Top half.
No. I need a number. I need a number.
You know what? So. Fifth. I'm supposed to say, yeah, because, all right, obviously, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, I think Liverpool finished in the top. Spurs, the way they've started, you can, okay, cool. The fifth is it's a free-for-all. It's Newcastle, Brighton, Villa, Chelsea.
The streets are saying 8th.
Maybe. But I think outside of the
Someone
4.
saying 9th.
Potentially. But the other than the first 4 the teams that I mentioned, I literally think that 5th place is up for grabs. So I think we are probably as likely to finish 5th as we are to finish 9th.
Okay. So, now.
So I got to back my team.
Let's talk about Jude B. Now, the haters are saying that he doesn't pass the eye test. He's overhyped.
When you say that,
he's overrated.
You mean you?
No. I'm one of the guys defending. I'm one of the guys.
No, but you're the one who says you don't pass the eye test because it's your test.
No.
You wrote the paper.
No. I say he passed the eye test.
Okay.
His haters say he does. The guy said he's overrated. He's overhyped. It's English hype. Hasn't this guy done enough to show that this guy's that good? Now, with this ain't Neymar. This ain't Messi. This ain't like a young R9. He's not any of these guys. But what he is for a guy so young to be such a winner, it's bloody amazing. So why do you think that there's so much resistance and so many haters out there that don't want to give him that? And because I'll tell you this, I was talking to my brother about this. England can win these Euros. They can win these. They can win these Euros.
Well, I think they definitely could. Obviously, they got to the finals.
No, because my thing is, it's about how cohesive this team is and the field.
And the manager. Oh.
No, bro. Say what you want. The gate has them doing some talk.
I respect Southgate because he's taken England further than any other manager since they won the World Cup in '66. I mean, did they actually win it? I wasn't there. I don't remember. But
they cheated. But that's
how
the
much does it actually count? So. We'll get on to World Cup wins and players like that after.
All right.
But they can win it 100%. They got to the finals last time, lost to Italy. And Italy since then have failed to qualify for the World Cup. They're struggling to qualify for the Euros. Yeah. Like, when you actually think about it, England probably should have won. Like, I'm not saying on the balance of play, but on the balance of, well...
Oh, no, let's be real. Italy were the best team at those Euros. Like, see, penalties, it's anybody. The best team doesn't always win the tournament.
They don't.
So really, England had the genuine chance to win those Euros.
Exactly. So I think, you have to say that they got a good chance. You have to look at the teams around them. A lot of the teams are actually getting, they're worse than they were a few years ago.
Yeah, look like Germany, Spain, they're not as good.
Like even France. Are France as good now as they were at, I say Euro 20 because when you want to use it's a tough one because they've got a lot of young players coming up who are very talented.
The problem with France is they have so many guys coming through. And remember, at that World Cup that they got through into the final, no Pogba, no Benzema, no Nkunku, no Kante, and they still made the final. And it took penalties to even beat them.
But then they got to that final and they all froze until Mbappe took the game by himself.
Yeah.
Griezmann froze.
Yeah, they were telling me that Griezmann somehow is the guy who runs things.
He absolutely disappeared.
But he disappeared at that World Cup final. Interesting. Until a certain goat Mbappe had to say what's up. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
So England have a good chance. Listen, I like Bellingham. I like Bellingham even more because he didn't go Liverpool. Oh, wow. I enjoyed that one. Because Liverpool fans were so certain. He was 100% coming. It was all done, dusted. Both Tchouaméni and Bellingham chose Real Madrid over him. And he has started on fire at Real Madrid. Like, going to Real Madrid and being a success is difficult in and of itself. To go there and hit the ground running the way that he has...
It's crazy.
Crazy. Did Ronaldo even hit the ground like this? No, he didn't.
And also Ronaldo went there when he was older. Bro, that's what... He's
19. He's not 19.
He's 20. He's 20.
Oh, he just turned 20.
He just turned 20. Bro, he's 20. I have never seen a 20-year-old have this kind of impact in the biggest club in the world like this, where right now he's generally the most important and best player for Real Madrid and England. You could make that argument.
Yeah. Definitely for Real Madrid. I mean, Kane's still at England, man.
No. Let's keep it a stack. In my view, Jude Bellingham, I feel, is the key as to how England win those Euros, not Kane. You see, Kane, Kane has his...
Do they win the Euros without Kane?
It's possible.
I would say no. But I would also say they wouldn't win it without Bellingham.
Oh, no.
So I think it's probably both.
I there. But if it's a pick, who is more important? I would say that Bellingham is more important than Kane because Kane, we've seen him in big games. He flops. So Bellingham is the kind of guy where I think he gets it. I think he's the kind of guy where, this is a big game. I need to say what's up. Because Kane, we've seen him wet the bed several times in big games for Tottenham, and he's going to do it for Bayern as well, and for England as well. Jude Bellingham is the kind of guy where I think if you put him in a big game in a final, this guy could say what's up.
Potentially.
He could say what's up.
But listen, he has to hit the ground running. You can't fault him at all. Scoring big goals in big moments, Champions League, La Liga. I don't think he's overhyped. I think he's a truth. But some people get a bit too excited. And I'll tell you why.
He's not his handle. Look, he ain't Zidane. He ain't Zid. Because he ain't the Zid.
And he's wearing number 5.
Wearing number 5.
So people are trying to do these ultimate comparisons.
Which is stupid and very unfair.
Because he's probably, in terms of his style of play, he's closer to a Gerrard and a Lampard than he is Zidane. The way that he's making those late runs into the box, being in the right position, driving through the midfield. But I'll tell you, the reason why I say people just sometimes go a little bit too far. So the goal that Rashford scored for England against Italy, very good goal for Rashford cut in.
Good
shot. Bellingham did a part in that. Don't get it twisted. Like he took the slide tackle at the edge of the box, and then
he sets up the counter.
He kind of lunged forward and got a toe poke on the ball. Wasn't anything great technically. It was more energy and desire. Won the ball, launched forward. The pass to Rashford was a poor pass. It was behind Rashford.
Oh no! But see, my thing is I don't think about for me. I don't even think about the pass to Rashford. I think about the tackle and then the toe poke to launch.
It was a toe poke. AJ, it was a toe poke.
He made the.
It wasn't. No. But it wasn't.
You have to look at the totality.
No, but the way that people are going on about it was like it was a worldy assist. Like it was outside the boot that curled around the width of the defense.
Who was man of the match?
Bellingham.
Did he score?
No, he won the penalty and then got the assist.
So for a guy who didn't score, so 3 goals were scored, and for a guy who didn't score, for him to be man of the match, because this is what my brother said. Because my brother said to me that, bro, for a guy who didn't score, for 3 goals to be scored and still be man of the match, the guy probably did something.
But I'm talking about in that moment.
It's like you're just going to rep Rashford. No, but I'm saying you're trying to rep Rashford. Okay, rep Rashford. Rep Rashford. He wants to rep Rashford.
Because he's so good and he's doing so well, it's like everything he does now must be like a Peter Drury moment. And they have to over celebrate and over analyze. I'm like, no, he won the ball, good tackle, and toe poked it away from the defender, and the pass was behind Rashford. The finish was better than the assist. The finish, but
bro,
on commentary.
Lightning Gamers said that goal was what they said. That goal was 25% Rashford, 75% Bellingham.
I'm not saying it's
okay. Look, Rashford. He had to still engineer and create that goal, but Bellingham had a major thing to create the thing for that goal.
I'm not saying he didn't, but the way it was spoken about was like it was Messi against Barca in 2011, where he dribbled through the whole team.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't that. It really was. And what I'm saying is, because he's done so well, it's like everything he does now gets magnified. It's like, and obviously he's not on the level of Messi, but if Messi scores a tap in for Inter Miami, that is gonna do. And you post that on Twitter, you're gonna go viral. Because it's Messi, even though it was a tap in. So, and that's the problem. You could score a penalty, and it's now the greatest penalty ever because of who's doing it. And that's what I'm saying. We just need to temper it down. He's doing great, but we can still analyze what he's doing in the context of football as opposed to the context of Bellingham. Everything he's touching right now is turned to goals, one way or another. But we don't have to make... Because when you start gassing up that, when he actually plays a worldie, where do you go from there?
Yeah. Okay,
so that's all I'm saying.
Right.
I rate him so highly. I hope he... if Man United can't win the Champions League,
okay.
I hope he does his bit.
So guys, let's not get to it now. All right. I think this is the best place to start before we go into details. Who deserves to win the Ballon d'Or? If it was for you, who for you deserves to win the Ballon d'Or?
That is an easier question than it is an answer. Because I got 2 answers. For me, who deserves to win the Ballon d'Or is Lionel Messi. For me.
Over Rodri.
Stop your foolishness.
Bro, Rodri deserves to be nominated at least. Rodri deserves at least a nomination.
Top 40?
That's crazy.
No, but listen.
Okay, cool.
For me, the way I've judged the Ballon d'Or objectively for the last 15 years, Messi deserves to win it. And I'll explain why in a bit. But based on historical winners of the Ballon d'Or, who should win it is Erling Haaland. And I'll explain why. Because for all those years that Messi and Ronaldo were winning the Ballon d'Ors because they were the best player, either the best player in the world, because neither side would concede. So Messi fans wouldn't say Ronaldo's the best player in the world, and Ronaldo fans wouldn't say Messi's the best player in the world. But universally or unilaterally, we could agree at some point that Ronaldo was the best player that season, or Messi was, or that calendar year, whatever it might have been, the metric at the time. So they and the Messi fans or the Ronaldo fans were saying it doesn't matter what they done for Portugal, it doesn't matter what they done for Argentina. They were the best player. They are still better than Iniesta. They are still better than Schneider. They're still better than Ribery. They're still better than all those players as an individual, despite them flopping at the international level. Therefore, and they score more goals, they got more assists, they won the Champions League that year. What did to be fair, the players that I listed won the Champions League in those years they were robbed. But they won the Liga and they got so much assists. How much assists did Ribery get? How much goals did Schneider score? That was the rhetoric. What would Iniesta have done? Look at the team that Iniesta had at Spain. Is he really that good? Look what Messi... So that was the argument that Messi and Ronaldo fans were putting forward in those years, 2009, 2013, 2010 and 2013. Fast forward 2023, well, we're in that same situation now. Because it's Erling Haaland who has had categorically the best season in football.
Wait, but here's my thing, and this is a key thing here. Can you win a Ballon d'Or without a first touch?
Let me think. I'm trying to think who's won the Ballon d'Or. Michael Owen?
Michael Owen had a first touch. Because the only issue with Haaland is...
Stop. There is no issue with Haaland.
He doesn't have a first touch.
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't pass the eye test.
His second touch goes in the back of the net. So who cares, isn't it?
Well, the first touch is important, man.
No, it obviously wasn't detrimental, is the most... So for me, I'm like, okay. So Messi is better technically. He won the World Cup. But Haaland won the...
Wait. He didn't win. Di Maria and Emi Martinez helped him.
He was given a World Cup medal.
Even though Mbappe dunked on him in the final,
Exactly.
but he needed Emi Martinez to help him.
I would say, how much is a World Cup really when someone scores a hat-trick on you in the final?
You see, this is what the Messi fans don't want to say.
Surely he gives the medal to Mbappe.
See, look, my thing here is Messi fans, they're going to get triggered here. The star of that final was Mbappe. Yeah. When people think, who do you think about? You think about Mbappe. Mbappe single-handedly made that final memorable 100%. Based on what he did 100%. In the most ridiculous of circumstances.
That's Mbappe's final.
It's Mbappe's final.
And Argentina won it. That's what it is. Mbappe's final, Argentina won it. So, but Messi, by my metric, which I've been preaching for the last 10 years and been called a hater by mainly Messi fans, and then the odd Ronaldo fan at any one time, is that the World Cup in a World Cup year, what happens in that World Cup I'm not saying it should be the only deciding metric, but you take that World Cup and it weighs heavily and you put it alongside the domestic. And Messi did in the World Cup, granted he was given about 25 penalties, missed.
Yeah, I think he scored more penalties than goals from open play.
I think he scored more penalties than he had touches of the game.
Yeah,
as well.
So a lot of penalties, but
yeah, a lot of penalties.
It's fine though.
But he done what he done.
We could do it. A lot of penalties though, but he did it. Yeah,
penalties are part of the game. But
but it's true. But penalties, 18 yards. Here you go.
Yeah, 1-on-1. Overall, but you say okay. So he done what he done in the World Cup. You put it alongside the club, and you say, you know what, he should have won it. He should win it. So give him the Ballon d'Or. And take away about 3 other Ballon d'Ors that he stole from players who were better in the World Cup years, but they gave it to Messi and they gave it to Ronaldo because they were the best player over the course of the season. Erling Haaland won the treble, broke goal-scoring records left, right and centre in his first year at Manchester United. As a Manchester City, at the age that he is. We forget, because he's a robot, he can't have an age. There was a time when he was created. He has a start date and probably an end date as well. Yeah. He has to be Erling Haaland, by the metric of who has won the Ballon d'Or, barring Modric in 2018, who has won the Ballon d'Or for the last decade or so, Haaland should win the Ballon d'Or. But by my measure,
it's because
it's inconsistent. Messi fans would never agree.
Wait. Who won it in 2010?
Messi. In the 2010 World Cup year, where Argentina were dumped out in the last 16, or was it?
Against Germany. Last season against
Germany. And 2010, who won the?
Spain won the World Cup there.
No, 20.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, Spain won the World Cup.
And
Schneider got the top goal scorer.
I don't
know. Or did he win the Golden Ball, the best player of the tournament? I can't remember now. He scored 5 goals, won the treble with Inter Milan. And so for me, I'm like...
See, that was plain robbery.
Of course it was.
That was plain robbery. No, but you see, it's all PR. It's all PR here. Because see, my thing here is, look, Messi, I think that growing up, the Ballon d'Or didn't mean anything. Bro, the Ballon d'Or, it was sort of like an afterthought.
I don't agree with that.
No. Growing up, Ballon d'Or, it was not a big deal. Like, it was okay, well, Ballon d'Or, cool. Now, woke up, you see it. Like, I remember fully when Figo won it, when Ronaldo won it. Won it. But I think because of social media now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And because of the amount of times that Ronaldo and Messi won it, and because there's this whole rivalry, it's not going to... Remember, back then, he'd win it, then he'd win it. So it would be like a different guy every year. Nobody ever won it like two or three times in a row.
And it didn't matter. Nobody cared that he didn't win it. It's like, I've won it once. I've shown that
that's all good.
Let me just continue my career.
But I think
that became a trophy in and of itself. Like the battle of the Ballon d'Or, going alongside the Champions League and La Liga and that kind of stuff.
You see, because like my thing is, you see, now this is where we now get it. So this is now where we now get into very controversial territory right now. And let's keep it. Just want to keep it a stack now. How good was Messi at that World Cup?
I'm glad you asked me because he wasn't the best player at the World Cup. He wasn't the best player at the World Cup. Like, he scored a bunch of penalties.
wait, hold the press. Hold the press. Nick, that is Nick saying this, not me. Even though I may have to. Yeah. So, I'd like you to expand upon that while I clip that for the socials.
He scored a bunch of penalties. Some of them illegally earned. I don't know how. I think, was it which is the one again where there was a handball? It was against Poland or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
He walked around for 90% of the games, but there were some decent moments. And then he went to the final and got dunked on.
No. Before I even expand, because I've got to ask you this. Who was the best player at that World Cup?
I got to give it to Mbappe. I have to give it to Mbappe. I think for me, Mbappe was he's the best player in the world. He was the best player in the World Cup. He was the best player in the final. He was just the best. He was just the best player. Like, and if he won the World Cup, do they give him the best player? Probably.
Oh no, 100%.
So what changed?
No,
they both scored their penalties.
Actually, no. If France had won the World Cup, they may have given it to Messi still. Because remember 2014. Remember that crap that they put it in 2014? I was like,
that was dodgy.
That was dodgy. You see, this is where I'm at that World Cup. Because see, this now we now get uncomfortable convos. Let's take all that PR crap out of it. I don't know who was the best player at that World Cup. I can't. If you say, okay, who's the best player at the World Cup? I can't give you a straight answer. I've got to be. But who's the player that stood out? It's Mbappe. If you had to pick, the player that really, this player really, because here's the thing, because this is what people don't get. There's PR and propaganda. Messi doesn't need it because he's that good, but because of this PR and propaganda, anything that Messi does gets overblown. So there's always this pressure as to like, oh my God, look at that goal! Oh, look at what he did! Look at that dribble! I'm like, so there's this pressure to like overestimate everything that he does. But when you look at that World Cup, bro, look at what Alvarez did.
Yeah.
Emi Martinez was responsible for the Netherlands win and the France win. He saved penalties in those two games, and that's 1v1.
From
Colomboani.
I'll never forgive Colomboani for that, by the way.
Yep. You see, the thing is that, bro, Emi Martinez, he doesn't make that save, France win.
Yeah.
And he made a save in the penalties against Netherlands. So my thing is, the key for then see Messi, they don't win it without Messi.
No, correct.
But do you want to now go deep? Let's just go really deep right now. You know, Messi lost 3 finals in a row with Argentina. In all those 3 finals, Di Maria was never fully fit. So he either didn't feature or he went off injured. The guy who scored the winning goal in the gold medal game was Di Maria.
What, back in 2000?
Against Nigeria. 08. Prick. The guy who scored the winning goal in the Copa America final, Di Maria. In this World Cup final, who won the penalty? Di Maria. Who then scored the goal? Di Maria. And when Di Maria comes off, they have to now go into penalties. Nix, can we have a discussion, please?
But if you remember, in 2014, who was the best player in the knockout rounds for Argentina? Di Maria. Di Maria was the best player in that knockout rounds. And if I'm trying to remember, did Di Maria play in the final in 2014?
No, he didn't. He
was injured.
Yeah, he was injured. No, he didn't play.
And they lost. Yeah. So listen, we know that Messi is better than Di Maria. That's not the argument here.
100%.
But
you see, there's one thing about being a better player. There's one thing about that guy you need for those big games. I think that, see, the thing with Messi is, and this is the key thing here, the reason why he was so effective at that World Cup was that he played with no pressure.
Yeah.
Bro, are we going to forget that this guy...
I don't know about...
No.
I wouldn't...
Copa America was pressure.
Yes.
Because for Messi was,
he had to win.
I have to win something for Argentina.
Yeah.
That is why in the Copa America final, he flopped.
He flopped, yeah.
Because he was nervous. Because like, this is my chance.
And everything. Yeah,
once he said, that's it. So that World Cup, he played free. So Messi is never a guy who I feel can deliver when there's pressure is on. But there are those guys who they welcome pressure. They laugh in the face of pressure. And that's a guy like a Di Maria. That's like an R9. I told you, bro. I was watching R9 clips of the World Cup '98. Of course they are there to poison that freaking dude.
Of course they do.
Of course they're there to poison
you know
that
what
dude.
I think I wouldn't say you play with no pressure, because I think when you're Messi and when you're Ronaldo, you've always got the pressure of expectation. You could win 3 Copa Americas and 2 World Cups. They still expect you to win that 3rd World Cup. There's always the expectation. So I think for Messi winning the World Cup, it makes him immortal in world football and Argentinian football. There's no question marks of Maradona, etc. He's completed it. There's nothing more he needs to do at that point. And I think that pressure of winning Argentina's first World Cup since 86. That was always there. So I'm not going to say he had no pressure, but there was so many. He wasn't the standout player. I think yes, they couldn't win it without him. But if Alvarez doesn't come into that team, they don't even get out of the group.
No.
They don't even get out of the group. Without
Alvarez, they don't win. They don't win the World Cup. Without Alvarez and Emi Martinez, they don't win the World Cup, hands down. They don't. Let's see. There are guys where if Alvarez is not there, standard, they do not win that World Cup. It doesn't happen. No
and the
way.
difference is Mbappe, especially in that final, carried
he carried it.
The French team on his back. Carried the French team on his back.
No, because see, and my thing is that's why I like doing my thing on Twitter with this person, because you can't deny it. Whenever Messi has faced Mbappe has outscored him. Every time, Mbappe has outscored him. So that's not that he's better than Messi. No, Messi is better. But when you look at that World Cup, I feel that it's the same thing that happened in 2014. Because see, in 2014, there's always been this thing of we need to crown him. We need to crown him. And there's this thing of he has to be the GOAT. He has to be the GOAT. He has to be the GOAT. So there is this pressure of let's crown him. Let's crown him. Which is why, Nix, let's do the math. He moves to PSG. PSG are owned by who?
Qatar.
Nix, where was the World Cup held?
In Qatar.
So maybe there's a deal of you come here.
We'll help you win that
We
World
sort
Cup.
you some stuff. Bro, it's a good deal. But Nix,
good deal for everyone.
Nix, no. Well, here's a hitch, Nix. What about our UCL? We give you a World Cup. You give us a UCL. So Messi just was deuces. But that's a good deal. Look, see, I'm not one of those guys that said it was rigged. No, it wasn't rigged. Argentina were the best team at that World Cup, and they did it effectively.
Yeah.
There's a lot of penalties, bro. That's why I can't respect Messi's World Cup fully, because I'm how do you score more penalties than goals?
It's not an all-timer World Cup.
No
way. But it's obviously...
and this is what I was even doing to myself, because I was just thinking of doing an all-time World Cup team.
We're not putting this Messi in there.
Messi and Ronaldo are not in it.
No, well, Ronaldo might.
No, Cristiano.
That goal against North Korea,
Nick, stop
where
it.
he rolled off his back.
Nick, stop it. Let's see, my thing, can you look at that? An all-time World Cup, my front three is R9, Pele, and Mbappe. Mbappe is already an all-time, he's already in an all-time World Cup team. Because...
Where are you playing Pele?
I'm saying R9 striker, then Pele, but then you've got to put Maradona in there somewhere. But
we can have Mbappe on the left, Maradona on the right, Pele behind R9. So that's the front four. Then you got
so basically R9 top.
Yeah, Pele behind,
Mbappe
left, Maradona right.
But then where's the midfield? Brother, those are a lot of
midfielders, isn't it? You got to have I don't know, Dunga and Deschamps.
It is because for me Mbappe is an all-time World
Already,
Cup.
yeah.
Already, like
2018.
let me say this to you, and this is the straight to you. Can you name a player who has had a better first 2 World Cups than Mbappe?
Yeah, unfortunately, Pele was injured for the
62 doesn't count, sorry.
Well, Ronaldo. Oh, but
No.
Well, Ronaldo. No, I don't know because '94 was technically his first World Cup. But he didn't
But
play.
he didn't play, and he had
So '98 and 2002. That's
no.
whoa. What do you mean? You can't just say no. That of course that compares to Mbappe.
No.
'98, Ronaldo was cooking.
No. Bro, I literally just edited a 98 thing.
He was cooking.
The thing about Otsu was,
He
you
was.
see, it's close, but remember his knee got grenaded.
Yeah, he won the same.
That was a post.
But he was a different clinical.
But he was clinical there. See, he was look. You know what? R9 is close. But see, it's between R9 and Mbappe for best first 2 World Cups. Yeah, I think but basically, like it's literally both. They're the 2 guys who I say have the best first 2. Yes, true. First 2 because R9 didn't play in '94. R9 he didn't play in '94. He didn't play in '94. But it's like that's why like look. For Messi, like he did it. He got the World Cup and he did everything like that. See, this whole GOAT talk, it's for the
it's for social media.
So where are you at with the GOAT? I mean, if Messi wins the Ballon d'Or, which he obviously will.
For me, the Ballon d'Or is not going to change my mind about whether or not he's the GOAT.
But then the kids will say, oh, 8-9 Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah, okay. Well, wait. It's funny you say that. Okay, because for me, after the World Cup, Messi was one of the best players of the World Cup.
Yeah,
and for me, winning the World Cup, being one of the best players, is a nut. And he still had a good season with PSG statistically. Obviously, didn't do anything in the Champions League, but with being one of the best players in the World Cup, winning the World Cup, and still having a decent domestic season, for me, is good enough by my metric to win the Ballon d'Or. Unfortunately, for Messi fans, it's not your metric, because your metric says the World Cup is 6 games, dismiss everything that happens at the World Cup and focus purely on domestic football. So by your metric, Haaland should win it, which is interesting because he's up against Messi. So I wonder how you're going to wiggle yourself out of that one. But for me, he's one of the best players. He had a good domestic season. Therefore, he should win the World Cup. He shouldn't win the FIFA Best because he already won the FIFA Best in 2022 because the timeline overlapped and included... So this FIFA Best doesn't include the World Cup. It starts from December the 20th, which is the day after the World Cup, or whatever it is. So he shouldn't win the FIFA Best. That definitely should go to Haaland. But by my metrics, Messi should win the Ballon d'Or. But the reason why he's got so many. Obviously, he's a great player, but he only's got as many as he is because he's a great player, as opposed to being the best player in all the years that he actually won it. 2010 and
20 is it 20? Wait. Oh no. I think Ronaldo.
2013. Ronaldo won it in 2013.
I think
Ribery should have won it.
Ribery won. Who won it in 2014? I think Messi won it in 2014. I think.
No.
Or was it Ronaldo?
I think it was Ronaldo. There's 3 Ballon d'Ors between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
I think it's 1 is Ronaldo and 2 is Messi. For me, it should have gone elsewhere. But that's by the by. This year, Messi should win it. But in terms of the Ballon d'Ors, obviously the Ballon d'Ors started at a time in history. Do we dismiss? It's like the Premier League. We dismiss everything that happened before 1992 because it wasn't called the Premier League. But I was doing some research after the World Cup, so I was like, okay, let's talk about who's the greatest player of all time. And of course, Pele's always going to be in the discussion. So Ballon d'Or did like a post. What do they call it? I don't know. They kind of went back and gave the Ballon d'Ors to players who would have been able to win it, but obviously the award didn't exist at the time. And if I'm correct, I'm trying to find the actual... Pele's got, quote unquote, a number of Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah. That
people obviously don't talk about because it didn't really exist. But the Ballon d'Or, France Football themselves has gone back and awarded Pele the Ballon d'Ors. So do we say the Ballon d'Or determines who's the best, or do we just analyse them based on football? Because if we just talk about who's the best in terms of Ballon d'Ors, then Pele has a number of Ballon d'Ors.
No. I think it's really down to what your metric is as to what greatness is, because for me, everybody's going to have what they... Bros, there's still guys who say Cristiano is their GOAT. Someone in Senegal believes that Nyong is their GOAT. Some dudes in Germany believe that Timo Werner is their GOAT. So my thing is, look, I feel that these Ballon d'Ors, they don't mean anything. Like, look, Haaland, from an objective kind of view, based on if we're looking at the season, deserves it. But let's keep it real. I think Rodri has a good case because Rodri, I think, was City's most important player for their treble. When you look at all three trophies, all three tournaments, on all three fronts, Rodri was City's most important player. And look at what has been happening when they've not had him in their team.
You know what's funny about the players like Rodri? Because they only come into your mind near the end of the season. At the start of the season, when the goals are flying in, everyone's talking about the forward players. And it's only when the crunch time comes, you're like, oh, you know what? That player might have a shout because he's kind of gone under the radar. And then in the big moments, he showed up. It's like Kante. Remember that season that Leicester won the league? It was all about Mahrez and Vardy. It was only near the end of the season, you're like, wait, this man's been in the two-man midfield with Drinkwater. And they've been running this Premier League from start to finish. You know what? Maybe he's got a shout, but by then it's too late because you've given all the plaudits to Mahrez and Vardy that when it comes to the voting, those things are stuck in your head. So Rodri, retrospectively speaking, you're like, he's got a shout. But when it comes to me analysing football, of course you can go back and look at things and maybe have a different view. But how you feel in the moment, for me, is a lot of times is the most true feeling. And in those moments, it was all about Haaland. It was all about
Haaland. No.
So
Haaland he was the story of the season.
So I think you have to take your first feeling because football is about we can overanalyze and dissect everything when it comes to football. But in those moments, we were talking about Haaland, and then Rodri came to the forefront. Sorry, just on the Ballon d'Or. So Pele, retrospectively, the word I'm looking for, he was given 2016 7 Ballon d'Ors. So,
wow.
Yeah, so for 58, 59, 60, 61, 63, 64, and 70.
Wow.
So how much Messi got? Is it 7?
I think so. This is going to be number 8.
This will be number 8.
It will be number 8.
So the thing is, now they'll be like, yeah, he's got more than Pele. But when he had less than Pele, you weren't counting Pele's.
No.
Pele's 7 retrospective Ballon d'Or.
They changed the goalposts. They changed the goals.
So that's why I can't take. For me, I've already analysed it. Messi and Pele are joint one. They're joint number 1.
Yeah.
And that's why I look at it.
But then, what did Messi do as a teenager though?
Growth hormones.
Okay. So, France wing. Thank you for the dub. HH versus Messi fans on X. Do you know how easy it is to trigger these? Like, do you know what's so weird? He's won the World Cup. Be happy.
Yeah,
he's done it.
Doesn't matter what HH says. Just be happy.
Why should just ignore me? But they know that they can't ignore me because I'm like, cool.
It's the truth.
But you did lose 3 finals in a row. You quit on your country. You were begged to come back. You only won with Di Maria, and Mbappe has done to me anytime he's met you. But the thing is that I'm just telling the full story. Messi is the most consistent player of all time. He's one of the greatest players of all time, and he competed for football, so he's in the GOAT carnival. But you lost 3 finals in a row. You quit on your country, and you needed Di Maria to see what's up, and Mbappe has done to me anytime he's seen you. It's just the full story.
And HH, you have to be honest here. Obviously, he won the World Cup, cool. But when we talk about that Copa America, how serious can we take that tournament right now? They've played about 4 in 5 years. It's like the Carabao Cup. They play it every other year. They're like, you know what? Let's try and get Messi another one before he disappears again.
No, that's
it's
what they were
ridiculous. They played it I think it was like 2018, 2019. Then they played it in the middle of COVID. Everyone's locked down.
Bro, no, I used to
they had one commentator. And that doesn't even count. If there's only one person to see it, does it really count?
I used to wrap up America, but all I'm saying is this though. Do you know that Chile golden generation from like 2010?
Yeah.
Do you know that Alexis Sanchez and Vidal are still rolling out in Zimmer frames? Shout out to your boy, 89 Stops. Thank you for the dub. Dude said Messi has 20 pens. Then hyped killing Mbappe for 2 pens in the final. I'm confused. Love the show, HH. Oh, it's very simple. How many penalties did Mbappe have throughout the whole World Cup? Like, Messi had... And it's fine. Messi had a lot of bloody penalties. Those are a lot of damn penalties, bro.
A lot of penalties.
And I'm saying that, but it is what it is. So I'm sorry, I cannot rep you being a star of a thing when you scored more penalties than goals from outside play. I'm sorry, that's just a fact. And my thing is that did he see Mbappe's goal to make it 2-2?
I know.
That is a moment in football.
And
it's a moment in football.
Didn't he win one of the penalties? I'm trying to remember.
The third one. So basically, his shots hit the guy who scored the winning penalty in
Montiel
hits Montiel. So basically, he won that penalty to make it 3. Bro, what Mbappe did was stupid, bro. Don't let Mbappe win a second World Cup. Because then, don't let Mbappe win a UCL with PSG. Don't let him win a second World Cup. Because if he wins a second World Cup and a UCL with PSG, we're having a scary carnival. We're having a scary carnival. So Mbappe, he ain't done yet, bro. He ain't done yet. So sad. Because actually, you can't write Messi's career without Mbappe. Mbappe is featured in Messi's book. He's featured in Messi's book. So, Cyrus, what's the word on the Peruvian witchcraft? Okay, should we blame Peru for what happened to Neymar? I say no.
No.
All fair is love in love and war.
Exactly.
All is fair in love and war, man. Shout out to your boy Zeno, man. Thank you for the dub, man. The same people putting Messi as a Ballon d'Or winner based on World Cup tax rank are ranking Mbappe 5th. Makes no sense to me. Guys, people make up stuff to suit their agendas. Exactly. As a wise man once said, we are all hypocrites.
Wait, who said that?
Do you watch the Joe Budden podcast?
Oh, okay, no, I don't
it was one of the guys called Ice. We're all hypocrites. Trust me. Just admit you're a hypocrite, man. Shout out to boy Wink. This stream is beautiful. Mbappe, you speak. What's it called? Marvin Bokeh. This is what an echo chamber sounds like. I'm sick. But do you know what's so weird? It's as if if you don't accept Messi as the GOAT, I think once he won the World Cup, like, oh no, that's it. He must not be seen as the GOAT. He's just done everything. That's not how it works.
It's funny you say echo chamber. If you ever watched me in HH throughout the years, there's a lot we don't agree on.
There's a lot.
Hazard, Cristiano Ronaldo. What happened to Hazard these days anyway?
I'd start to put it up in the rafters, man.
Because he's done and dusted.
Yeah, he's retired. So when he's retired, you get put up in the rafters.
Done and dusted. Say as it is. Done and dusted.
No, he's done his thing though. No, but okay, but what's your take on Haaland then? Like, does Haaland win? So, are we living in the world of Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham?
Well, that's the thing. I think it's mad because.
Show quickly. What's the battery saying on the? Can you see the screen there?
1 bar.
Cool. Okay,
If it's tough on Haaland, because how do you have such a season like this and not win the Ballon d'Or? That's crazy.
It is. No, because let's say look. The only blemish is he didn't score in the UCL semi or in the final. But bro, in your first season,
or the FA Cup final,
you see, that's the thing. From a quantitative point of view, he deserves it. From a qualitative point of view, he didn't score in the FA Cup final. He didn't score in the UCL semi. Both players didn't score in the UCL final.
Was he top scorer in the UCL? I think he was.
He had to be. But he dropped 5 on Leipzig. He had to be top scorer. Yeah, he was top scorer.
So it's tough on Haaland because does he have a season like this again? Potentially, but potentially not. Like, it's an all-timer season.
Yeah.
It's an all-timer season, and he might not win the Ballon d'Or. You think that he's going to have a good enough season?
Actually, no. We can't go on. Show them your hair. Guys, I'm just... Yeah. Bring it up. Guys, when you're bald, this is the stuff that gives you PTSD. That's crazy, bro. I could have had this. Wait. How long did it take you to grow this?
Well, it's 2 years next month. 2 years next month that I started. I mean, when I started, I had hair already. It wasn't bald, but yeah, 2 years I've been doing my thing.
Oh man, see the life of a baldy man. Look.
But also, I was going to say, I think...
Does Haaland have a season like this again?
He probably doesn't, but I think he'll have a season good enough to win it.
Oh, for sure.
But you'd think, in this moment, it's Haaland and Mbappe. But if Bellingham's doing what he's doing at Real Madrid...
we can't ignore Bellingham.
Because doing it at Real Madrid as well, it adds a little pizzazz onto it.
Because, okay...
If Haaland did what he did this year for Real Madrid, I think he might win the Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
Because it's Real Madrid.
Let me say something crazy. Just for argument's sake, Real win the UCL. England win the Euros. Done deal. If Bellingham is critical for, I'm not saying it's happened, just argument's sake. Bellingham leads Real to a UCL win in a world of Pep and Man City. He leads England to the Euros, their second ever trophy in entire history. Bro, it's done.
Yeah.
And so especially with the Real Madrid PR, that's done.
Ballon d'Or.
So he's a 20-year-old Ballon d'Or winner.
The English media are going to be pushing it like hell. Like without, they're going to be pushing. So, but I would say Haaland and Mbappe, if we're talking like taking over the place of Messi.
That's what people understand. Ronaldo and Messi is a moment in time. We're never seeing that happening.
So you don't think we're going to have like trading Ballon d'Ors?
No. Ronaldo, that was a unique moment in time because I believe that their consistency will never be replicated again. What is going to have different things happen? It's like, for me, it's like Mbappe is a World Cup GOAT. So what he's doing is like, bro, come World Cup, France, I'm going to say what's up.
But both of their records at domestic and Champions League level is crazy as well. Like, don't get... No. Ronaldo,
I'm saying just right now. I'm just saying, as of right now, Mbappe is like, yo, I'm a World Cup GOAT. Yeah. Now, let me try and say what's up to this whole club thing. I feel that we're just going to have something different. Maybe go back to what it was before. I think this was a unique moment in time of Ronaldo and Messi who just I think that like Ronaldo and Messi reconfigured consistency. So we're not going to see this happen again. Right. So what's going to see happen is it's not going to be it's going to be like the old days. Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham, throw Pedro in there, throw Musiala in there. It's not going to be like 4, 5, 6 guys all vying for that Ballon d'Or. One guy or two guys wants to dominate.
Don't forget Haaland. You didn't see the goal that he scored against San Marino.
Okay, here's the thing. Speaking about San Marino,
the Hodge.
I mean this with all due disrespect. With all due disrespect, how do you have a pitch invasion when you score a goal in the 60th minute?
That was the equalizer. That's a big goal,
bro.
Oh my god.
No. That's come on. Basically, people are saying end the show. People are saying end the show. No, but I think look, it's the Ballon d'Or. Like this Messi in this Ballon d'Or. This will just end a moment in time.
What, you don't think he's gonna win another one?
Next, this guy. This guy scares me, because I'm actually beginning to believe in this whole HGH. You've never had a major injury. Look at how consistent he's been. I know he's going to be in that Copa America. And without Neymar, they're going back to back.
Yeah.
Nix, is this dude going to be in the World Cup in 2026?
Yeah, probably. Why not?
So you think Messi's going to be in the World Cup in 2020?
Taking it easy in MLS, so you're going to have a lot of energy to expand when it comes to the World Cup. He's going to be there. Him and Ronaldo's both going to be there. Don't get twisted. They're both going to...
Oh, look. Ronaldo for sure. That's just because he's psychotic.
Yeah.
So, but Messi is a bit more normal. Something like Messi, how do you remain so consistent without any major injuries? I'm just asking questions. So for me, I still believe that Spain dopes to win that 2010 World Cup, but that's for a separate discussion. I'm saying for Messi, bro, how is he still playing at this level still?
For what he took to become the player that he was, people like Dwayne Chambers would have been banned in athletics for. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Look, he didn't really take the H8 thing. That's good one. Like those are jokes. Those are jokes. Shout out to your boy Sanjit Das. If Haaland is having the same season with Madrid, he is winning Ballon d'Or. He has 0 PR. That's a lie. Bro, who's on the front cover of EAFC, the biggest football game in the world?
He's got PR, but it's still Man City.
From next season, Mbappe, Vini, Jude will be favourites. Copa, Euro. No. Haaland has PR. Because Premier League and, bro,
the Great White Hope.
You're the front... Yeah, he's the Great White Hope. Blonde, blue eyes. That's it. So, trust me, he has PR. He has racial PR. And also, like, you're the front cover of the biggest football game in the world. So
are we calling it EAFC now? We're done.
No. FIFA said what's up. It's EAFC.
I know what it is. I'm saying, is that what we're doing?
We're calling it EAFC.
And we're calling it X.
No, we're calling it Twitter.
Oh, because when someone sent a super chat, they said X.
No. It's called a tweet. Marvin Boke, Nix, you can't be a starved, unpaid correspondent and be helping HH narratives. He doesn't deserve it.
How do you know I'm paid? I got my white Russian.
Yeah, man, white Russian.
Got my potato wedges.
Okay, so final word, man.
I'm a supermodel. What are you talking about? We're paid.
We're getting paid,
Making
baby.
money, I am, boy.
Okay, so final word here then. On Messi, Haaland, Ballon d'Or. What are you doing? Just for final words.
Messi, by my metric of Ballon d'Ors, deserves to win it this year.
I agreed.
Haaland should win the FIFA Best, based on the timeline by which the period that it takes into account. But historically speaking, based on how Messi and Ronaldo won their Ballon d'Ors, back to back, it should be Haaland. So my question to you, Messi fanboys, is: are you going to be hypocritical or are you going to be consistent?
I think you're asking for way too much. I think consistency doesn't live in this world, man. All right, so guys, remember, I will put Nick's details and everything in the description box so you can follow him and everything. So guys, I will see you guys on Friday where we should... Oh, bro, quickly, because Arsenal, Chelsea, what do you say? That's a big preview tomorrow. What's supposed to say?
Where is that, Chelsea?
It's a the bridge.
You lot are bad, you know.
We have to beat these guys. I'm tired of losing to Arsenal.
You lot ain't good. Bowley's a problem.
Just give me a score. What do you say?
Reece James is a problem. Midrich is a problem. But you got rid of Havertz, so we got one up there. Arsenal win. Arsenal win
again.
Yeah, they beat Man City. They got players coming back. So Partey. When that bench they had against Man City, a lot of those players are first team players. Partey came off the bench. Martinelli came off the bench. Both of them should be back for after international duty, starting that game. They're just better than you. They're just better than you. Okay, isn't that hard, to be fair? But they're just better than you. So.
All I'm saying is that's also be revealed. So guys, remember Friday hangouts, preview Chelsea, Arsenal. We'll talk about Peruvian witchcraft. We'll be back here Friday. Open hangouts for that Chelsea Arsenal preview and Neymar injury and all that beautiful stuff. So guys, peace out, stay true, one love. Peace.